Hey folks, this is Chris and Ian from Bad Movie Night bringing you a brand new episode of Crite Night!
We're getting that harmony. You're pretty good.
You keep telling yourself that.
It's pretty good. So we're on episode 2, which is the second, well, technically the
Third minute.
of Critters 1. And
Just Critters. You usually don't say Critters 1
I can't even
first movie.
I mean,
you just call it by the title. You don't need to
I always
add a
ca- I
number
always
until
call it
you get to the
Alien.
sequel.
Alien 1.
No, you don't. That's
Okay.
a bad
I
idea.
call it X-Men 1.
No.
Pretty sure.
Unless you're talking about X-Men Year 1, that's a comic, not a movie, so rules don't apply.
Okay. All right, so we're here. Third minute of Critters recap. Last week, you'll have to go back and check that episode. A lot happened, but this week, even more. They packed in a lot more in this third minute here. So we knew that the Critters were being transported to a prison
On the asteroid.
And now,
In just 1 minute's time, they have organized their escape. We've got a boatload of alien costume
yes.
effects.
So let's talk about
Pretty good time.
this main alien that's featured pretty heavily for the first minute, or third
And I
minute.
know exactly what you want to bring up.
Yes.
You want to bring up the titty tube.
The titty tube. Okay, so he has a lot of skin, like, it goes around, and he's got, like, flaps like a pug would have, so, like, I
Yeah.
can only assume you have
It's
to,
like-
like, clean out those
It's
flaps
like a
and
cross
stuff.
between a pug and a Twi'lek.
What's a Twilight?
It's the, in Star Wars, it's the characters have like the two big
Yeah, okay.
lekus that come out
Yeah.
across the back.
So I'm just thinking, like, from a hygienic standpoint, like, with my pug, she has, like, these little face flap things, and they get gross in there, and you have to, like,
Oh,
clean
yeah.
them out. And I'm just thinking, if I have all these, I mean, I do have some skin rolls now, but not, like, all over, where I have to be like, you know,
Yeah.
you'd have to get, like, Q-tips and clean that shit out on the regular.
He's got to get one of his other alien buddies, one of his prison guards, to help him with that.
But they float around as well on, like, these little saucers. So there's that. Unless maybe he's just, like, it's the future, so maybe he was in some sort of accident,
Yeah.
and it's like a futuristic wheelchair type device.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure, but I assume it's not.
Or it's the space version of a hover round.
It could be a hover round from
Yeah.
the future. Although, what do you think the titty tube is? Is that just draining the titty stuff? Because there's definitely a tube going into the
Maybe
titty.
with his particular alien race, the male produces the milk, and he's, doing the, what do you call it when you bottle your own breast milk?
Breast pumping.
Yeah, breast. That's the word I was looking for.
Although,
It's a
like-
breast pump, and he's gathering the milk for his child.
I'm all for,
Because look, he had to get back to work.
Okay.
His boss is a dick and wouldn't give him the.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm all for that,
So
but, like,
he's pumping on the job. Which,
mo-
Bad Movie Night and Crite Night we support.
Well, of course. I'm all for breast pumping. All right, I'm all for it. But, like,
You're so lucky we don't do skits for Crite Night.
I'm just saying, like, my wife, she's an accountant. I would think she's not going to have the machine hooked up while she's working in Excel, right?
I don't know what your wife did when she had the children. I mean, if that's how it works best for her, go for it. If she wants to go to a private room, I don't know why we're getting so much into the politics of breast pumping
let's
right
just
now.
look at this guy. Okay, let's take this back. All right, see this little hover around thing?
Oh yeah.
So he has no feet, although it does just kind of look like he's sitting Indian style in this
Yeah.
thing, and it's flesh wrapped around. So if I am to assume right, in around 2 minutes and 4 seconds, he's wearing some sort of like I don't want to say it's like a when it's cold out, what is it? Scarf. But the rest is the same color as his skin. So is this just all flesh, and he's just letting the flesh
Looks
hang
like
out?
flesh.
And then the tube's going from the titty down into his hover round. So maybe.
He's got a good capture system there.
And the other one's, where's this other one going? I think it's going in the back. I think it's going in the back, Ian.
Okay. Anyway, we're getting too caught up on this one guy.
We got this one guy, and he is an enigma. And I want just a whole critter.
He's a bit of a command center of the prison of some kind. And through this command center, we overhear communications that are taking place around the prison. The Crites have escaped. They've stolen a ship. They're orchestrating leaving the island, or the asteroid. And we kind of our final shots involve a ship leaving and firing on a turret, and him calling for get the bounty hunters, and we start to see the bounty hunters doing their soup. You don't see their face yet, you're kind of putting a knife in and bringing on the bandolier and that kind of stuff.
But one, I'm a little confused because you know, it shows you them going into the asteroid, but then this is the asteroid. But then you see some explosions and stuff, so it's hard to like nail down what exactly happened. They have to do it with voiceover to explain instead of showing that the Crites escaped. Yeah, you show them flying off and shooting.
I think they're also trying to keep it short. They're trying to get to like
real
to me,
short, honestly.
to me, like we've had a couple episodes now. We keep talking about sci-fi elements and alien creatures and whatnot. But to me, that's not the stuff I think about when I think about Critters. If I haven't seen it recently, you know, if it's been a couple of years since you think of Critters as this like small town story about this little boy and his family and maybe some of the other people in the town. So we're trying to get to that a little faster.
If they would have spent way more time with this, which I still think this stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It would definitely have like changed your memory or like what the feel of the movie is and stuff.
I like the added flavor that the sci-fi element brings to the Critters franchise, but it's definitely not. I don't think of it as sci-fi.
I mean, I will say though, like we did mention this in the first episode, that there's possibly a lot more alien species, and right here in this first third minute you see like 5 different alien types. You got your guy floating in his thing pumping his milk, titty milk, and then you got,
well, again, I think this is presumably the Hague of space.
This is the Hague.
You know, an international coalition of alien races.
You got this guy who's like
coming together to,
you got the devil, and then what's this? That is a shark man. That's a shark man.
Is it a prisoner? Is he a guard? I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. They're equal opportunity.
They're not telling us, and that's okay.
So, but
they're not critters, and that's all that matters.
They're not critters, but they, you know, maybe so many aliens wouldn't escape if they turned the lights on, because you can't really see anything in this prison. I just say it. I don't know. A bit, call me crazy, but
crazy.
Okay, but it is very Star Wars feeling, like you said. The tech looks Star Warsy, ish.
So, Chris, I think I've gotten to the bottom of something that was bothering you on our last episode.
Okay.
I'm noticing in the final few seconds of this minute, we have the bounty hunter gearing up, putting a knife in his thing, you know, bringing the stuff on. He takes a device. It looks roughly like an SD card, but much bigger, like maybe like
I noticed that.
half the size of like a floppy disk. And it has lights and doodads on it, and he slides it into what appears to be a belt buckle.
Right.
It's his universal translator. Not a fact, fan theory.
That could be. That makes sense, honestly.
And that's why people appear to be speaking. But I'm open to other theories. Viewers, listeners, join us in the comments. Let us know what you think it is.
I could totally see that.
Maybe there is an answer to this question that I don't remember because it's been a little while since I've seen any of these movies.
Well, so that wrapped up minute 3 with introducing the bounty hunter. So our bullet points of interest are: 1, the critters have not really made it to the prison planet. They've already escaped. There's some battle. You see them flying off. You see them using the spaceship too. You don't really, you get a glimpse of their hands and them, you know, utilizing a joystick, I would say, technically, right? I don't know, scientifically speaking. And then go on the bounty hunters, and he's got to fucking strap that belt right on.
Yep, and get ready. And we don't even see their face yet. It's probably the first 5 seconds of the next clip, I'm guessing, is we're gonna finally see that face. Now, when we first see them, do they have that putty? What are they called? Do they have a specific word for it in the franchise? Don't they? They just have that blank head that they can transform into anything. Is it gonna be blank, or is it something else that they then turn blank and then turn in? Because I do distinctly remember the scene where they turn into the characters they're gonna be for the movie.
I guess we'll find out. Hopefully,
we're gonna find out next episode of Crite Night.
That was like my Ariana Grande moment right there.
And check us out over at badmovienight.com.
There you go. We'll catch you here next time. Thank you.